At the beginning of the drama, we see our female lead, whose name is Gia. She is very happy because she got the contact information of her 3-year-old secret love, She-Chain. Today was their graduation day in school, and everyone was very happy, throwing exam papers in the air. Gia was also running from there and accidentally gave the paper to a student who threw it away. Now, in so many papers, she is unable to find the paper and gets sad because she lost She-Chain's contact information. Here, she says in her mind that the university in which She-Chain has applied, she has also taken admission in the same university, and now she will meet him there. In the next scene, we are shown the scene of the university where all the reporters were interviewing the new students. The reporter comes to Gia and asks the reason for taking admission in this college. Hearing this, she starts running away because she took admission here for her crush. Then, Gia's eyes fall on her secret love, the male lead of this drama, She-Chain. Seeing him, she thinks that the reason for taking admission in the university is in front of her. From here, we are shown a flashback scene where Gia and She-Chain get late in school together, so the teacher makes them stand outside in a line. Then, She-Chain tells Gia that they have to run away from there before the teacher comes. Gia refuses at first, but on his insistence, she runs away from there. Meanwhile, the teacher comes there and he suspects that a student is missing. The way he takes care of her, Gia has started liking him a lot since that day. She used to watch him secretly. One day, all the students are reading tarot cards together, where a girl reads Gia's card and tells her that she and her love will never be able to be together. Hearing this, she gets very shocked for once. Meanwhile, the teacher comes there, and everyone runs away after seeing him. But Gia had decided from that day that she will take admission in the same university to get She-Chain, for which she studies very hard and works very hard. Then, one day, when she was studying in the library, She-Chain and his friend were talking while passing by, and she came to know that She-Chain is going to take admission in the medical university. After this, when She-Chain is clicking a picture with his friend, Gia also goes in front of him and takes a selfie so that she can also be in his photo. While leaving, she thinks that both of them are a perfect match, but she will have to become a little taller. Now, in the present, when Gia was going to the university, she thinks that now her height has increased by 3 centimeters, and the distance between her and She-Chain has also reduced. She is walking behind him here and notices that he has become even taller. Now, she thinks that she should say hello to him, or else no, but she thinks that no, she will say hello to him next time. Saying this, she is about to leave when She-Chain turns back and calls her classmate. Seeing him, Gia first hides her face, but as soon as he calls her name, she also says hi to him. She tells him that she wanted to meet him. That's why she took admission in this university. On this, She-Chain says that he was sure that she will do it because he was also waiting for her here. Hearing this, Gia happily starts going towards him, and she is about to fall, but he catches her. But we come to know that this was just her imagination. Now she was going sadly when She-Chain calls her from behind and stops her and comes to her and says, did she forget him when both of them were classmates in high school? And She-Chain even knew her name in reality? Knowing this, Gia becomes very happy. Now, as She-Chain comes to know that Gia is also a medical student, so he tells her that now they both are going to be classmates again, which makes her happy because now she will get to know him more closely. Then, She-Chain was going to drop her at the girls' dorm, but then it starts raining, and both of them stand under a shed. She-Chain says that he'll drop her at the dorm first, and after saying this, he takes off his shirt, and both of them cover their heads and start laughing. But all this was also just Gia's imagination. Actually, she was very happy thinking this. Seeing this, She-Chain asks her, what is the matter, laughing so much? But she changes the topic and says she remembers the scene from a movie in which people were using lotus leaves to save themselves from rain. On this, She-Chain says, yes, you are right. Now he takes off his shirt and covers himself and leaves to get lotus leaves. After some time, She-Chain comes there with lotus leaves, and both of them were leaving when a student named Kai buys an umbrella from the shop behind and tells him, how can you be so childish? It is better to buy an umbrella. It is only 10 yuan. So now, She-Chain goes inside to buy an umbrella, where Gia follows him and sees that there are 4 umbrellas, but there are 5 people to buy them. So, as soon as the last 2 umbrellas are left, Gia distracts She-Chain so that someone takes 1 umbrella and leaves. As soon as Gia sees that now only 1 umbrella is left, she feels very happy in her heart, thinking that she will go out from here with She-Chain under the same umbrella. And it happens. Both of them were going together under the same umbrella. But as soon as they go a little further, the rain stops. Then, when She-Chain goes to drop her to the dorm, she asks him, how did you come to know her name? He tells her that in high school, their ranks were close, so he remembered her name. Then, both of them say bye to each other and leave. Then, Gia remembers that she had forgotten to add She-Chain on WeChat, so she comes back to find him, but by then, he had left. But she was very happy that she had talked to him so much on the very first day and got her first gift, which was a lotus leaf. In the next scene, the military training is going on in the university, where Gia tells us that it has been half a month now that she has not met C-Chain. She was thinking about him. Just then, she sees him coming here with Kai, and she enters the men's toilet by mistake and starts hiding her face. She is hiding her face everywhere because she got tanned due to military training. She feels that she is looking ugly. She did not want to show her face to C-Chain in this condition. Here, she was thinking that she too could become like her roommate, whose name was Song Yao, because she was very beautiful and was also very good in studies. In the next scene, Gia is submitting notes when she sees that C-Chain and Kai are going inside the office. After that, when Gia sees her face in the phone and thinks that she still looks the same, so she hides her face with the notes and quickly goes inside and gives those notes to the teacher. But the teacher stops her and now gives these three the work of putting a poster on the wall together, for which she could not refuse. After that, she was giving instructions to C-Chain and Kai to place the poster from a distance, covering her face with her hair, during which C-Chain recognizes her after seeing her strange actions. But while these people were talking, in the meantime, Kai falls down. So now, they take him to the medical room, where he had a little injury in his leg. After that, as C-Chain comes out, Gia asks him about Kai, that if he is fine, to which C-Chain tells her that yes, he is fine, and asks her why she was behaving like this, and hiding her face. Then, Gia tells him that she has got tanned. That's why she did not want to come in front of him because she is looking ugly. Hearing this, he laughs and explains to her that everyone gets tanned in military training, even him. Saying this, he takes out his phone to add her on WeChat. But due to the low battery of his phone, he takes Gia's phone and adds himself. After that, at night, when C-Chain accepts her request, she starts dancing happily. But when she sees that her classmate Song Yao has liked all of C-Chain's posts, she becomes a little nervous. Then, looking at Song Yao, she thinks that she is so pretty, that's why she is a big competitor for her. Now, she tells us that Song Yao is a very intelligent girl. Even when she walks, everyone looks at her. In the next scene, we see that when Kai goes to the canteen and sits next to Song Yao and tells her that she knows why he failed in the exam, because the answer to all the questions was Song Yao. On hearing his cheap talk, Song Yao starts making faces. Seeing this, Gia says that being so smart has its own disadvantages, because now every boy is after her. After that, we see that C-Chain takes Gia out for a walk, where he gives her cold drinks to drink, and they were standing at a stall and eating something. Just then, C-Chain takes the drink from her hand and keeps it aside and forbids her to drink. Then, he takes out his jacket and makes Gia wear it, and goes away after telling her to stop. Such actions seem very strange to Gia at first, but then she realizes that her periods have come. That's why he made her wear his jacket, because her clothes got spoiled. Thinking this, she starts getting very embarrassed. Here, C-Chain had gone to get sanitary pads for her, but he does not understand which one to get. Just then, Song Yao comes there and asks him if he is buying all this for his girlfriend. Then, he refuses and says that no, it is for a friend. That's why now Song Yao helps him and goes with him. He goes and gives the sanitary pad to Gia. Now, when these three were standing together, here Kai was passing by on a bicycle. He starts looking at Song Yao, due to which he falls. And even after getting hurt, he confidently comes to Song Yao and says hello to her, but she ignores him and goes away. Now, Gia and Song Yao become good friends, and because both of them were roommates, so Kai brings food for Gia and tells her that from now on, they both are friends, because he liked Song Yao, so he wanted Gia to help him in all this. Now, to impress her, he sends snacks for Song Yao through her, due to which Gia understands his intentions. In the next scene, Song Yao goes to Gia and asks her, "Both of you and C-Chain were in the same high school, right? So, can you tell me what his hobbies are?" On which Gia also tells her everything. After that, Kai also asked Gia about Song Yao and her hobbies. In this way, Gia became the mediator between the two. Gia now gets the idea of getting close to C-Chain, and she joins the Russian language club with him. She even joins other clubs in which C-Chain was a member. One of them was a photography club. After that, they all come to a place and start making pictures, and Gia thinks that she spent all her pocket money to buy this camera. After that, Gia was clicking C-Chain's photos, and he comes near her and says, "It is getting too hot here. Let's go to a cooler place." Now, because their captain might see them, so they run away and go somewhere else. Then, they start making pictures. C-Chain clicks Gia's photo, and both of them reach the top of the place, where suddenly C-Chain starts coming close to her. She thinks that he might be kissing her, but there was a bug which he was chasing away. Then, Gia asks him here that why she doesn't see him in any other club these days. C-Chain says that he forgot to tell her that he has left all the clubs except the photography club. Hearing this, she starts laughing. Now the next day, She-chain also goes to the presidents of all the other clubs and asks them to leave her. She requests, but they refuse her. Then, she was sitting very upset due to this. Meanwhile, she sees a Russian boy asking something to She-chain, but he does not understand what he is saying. Seeing this, Gia goes to talk to him. Seeing him talking in Russian, She-chain impresses by her and praises her a lot that she has learned a little Russian language by going to the club. Hearing this, Gia is very happy. After that, She-chain goes to drop Gia home and invites her for dinner and leaves. Hearing this, She-chain is very happy. On the other side, Kai was shouting outside Song Yao's dome because he had bought food for her, but she was ignoring him. Due to his shouting, the warden also beats him and drives him away from there. The next day, we see that Gia is again lost in imagination with She-chain. Just then, She-chain disturbs her. Whoever Kai was also with these people. Here, Gia says, "You have been called us here so that we can help him in chasing Song Yao." Then, She-chain tells Gia that Kai has told him that if we go and help him, then Kai will wash their clothes for the whole semester. Before Gia could say anything, Kai puts her hand on She-chain's hand and says that both of you need not worry, he can do this. Saying this, he leaves from here, and Gia is very happy holding She-chain's hand. In the next scene, when Kai is discussing the plan with both of them, just then, Song Yao comes there and asks She-chain to help her with something. Here, he did not want to go, but he is unable to refuse her and goes behind her. Seeing this, Kai understands and asks Gia whether she likes She-chain, to which she says yes. Hearing this, Kai gets very upset and he gets angry and he leaves in anger. After that, when Gia comes inside her room, she is very upset because Song Yao has not returned to her room yet, so she thought that she must be with She-chain till now. So she takes a photo of a cartoon lying there and puts it on her profile. On the other side, She-chain was sitting in his room, and when he sees that photo, he messages her and asks, "Why is the cartoon crying in it?" Seeing this, Gia becomes happy for once that he has started noticing her. Then, She-chain tells her that he should cry because Kai is ignoring him, but he will convince him in some way. Now, both of them were chatting with each other, but after some time, when Kai comes, She-chain is not able to reply to her. So, Gia starts thinking that why is he not replying to her? She was checking her phone every 2 minutes, during which her phone falls and its screen gets damaged. So the next day, she gives it for repair, and while coming from the way, she was thinking that what reply She-chain must have given to her after the phone broke. Should she go and ask him? But it is also possible that he might not have replied at all. Meanwhile, she sees She-chain, and she says hi to him, but She-chain does not notice her. So Gia goes ahead. Just then, She-chain comes to her and asks, "Why did you not reply to him?" On which she says, "Did he really message her?" To which he says yes. Then, Gia tells him that her phone was broken, so she could not see his message, and she has given it for repair. She-chain tells her that they have got a task inside the photography club, for which he will need a team member. He asks her that she has not got a partner yet, so can they both do this project together, for which she quickly agrees. The next day, she tries different dresses to go with She-chain, and finally decides on a dress and wears it and stands at the bus stop waiting for him. But then, a lady wearing the same dress comes there. Seeing her, she starts hiding. As soon as She-chain comes, she quickly takes him and gets inside the bus. But there were 2 or 3 other girls like her who are wearing the same dress. Seeing this, she feels very embarrassed that why did she wear this dress today because she wanted to look different. She-chain also tells her that this dress is very popular, but Gia gets lost in her imagination, in which both were listening to a song with an earphone. Just then, She-chain wakes her up and asks if she will listen to the song. Hearing this, she happily says yes, but he had brought wireless earbuds. Now, after a while, when they get a seat, Gia pretends to sleep and is about to put her head on She-chain's shoulder, but then he gets up from his seat and an uncle comes and sits in his place. So Gia puts her head on his shoulder, but as soon as she realizes what she has done, she moves away. The poor girl is a little embarrassed here, because her entire imagination was getting spoiled. After that, both of them go to a place where She-chain tells that apart from landscape, they have to take some portrait pictures too, so they should click each other's photo. Then, Gia says that first, she will click his photo. Now, as soon as she clicks his photo, She-chain was giving very weird poses, because he was getting very nervous in front of the camera. But when he clicks Gia's photos, she happily gets her photos clicked, and She-chain also praises those pictures a lot. Then, at the bus stand, when She-chain goes to get water for Gia, just then, a thief, seeing an opportunity, steals She-chain's purse and starts running away. Seeing him, she screams loudly, and then Gia starts chasing the thief. The thief gets tired of running and stops because Gia was chasing him for a long time. She-chain also comes from the front and stops the thief. So, now the thief accepts defeat and leaves the purse there and runs away. Now, as soon as She-chain opens the purse, Gia realizes that there is no money at all in the purse, and she was running after him for so long in vain. Then, both of them are going back by bus when Gia is sleeping in the bus due to being very tired, but her head was hitting the window. Seeing this, She-Chain puts his hand on the window so that she does not get hurt. But then, Gia puts her head on his shoulder while sleeping. The next day, when she wakes up, she realizes that due to sleeping in that position, her neck is not able to straighten properly. Now, when she is shopping inside the mart, she suddenly turns around on hearing She-Chain's voice, due to which her neck suddenly gets better. Then, she comes to know that She-Chain works part-time here. That's why the next day, Gia treats all her classmates on the pretext of meeting him again and again, so that she can go and buy snacks for them from there. In the same way, when her roommate's snacks get over, she goes to the mart and buys for her too. The next day, when she is buying snacks there again, she sees Song Yao, who is inviting She-Chain for dinner, but he says that he is on night shift here, so he will not be able to come. Hearing this, Gia starts thinking that why did she not get this idea before, as she turns back forcefully, due to which she collides with the shop owner, and the stuff in his hand falls down. Now, to get the compensation done, the owner makes her work here, after which Gia also starts working there, where the owner is scolding her a lot. Seeing all this, She-Chain laughs a lot at her and says she must have thought that She-Chain works alone there, so she came there to work, intentionally to accompany him. Then she says, "It is not like that. I will earn some money and leave from there." Then, when Gia is keeping things on the shelf, she is not able to keep a box on top. Seeing this, She-Chain helps her, and as soon as she looks back, She-Chain gets embarrassed due to being so close. Then, he sends her to do some other work. Now, Gia thinks in her mind that today she also got to know about She-Chain's shy side. Now, at night, She-Chain is going to drop Gia to the dorm, where she thinks in her mind that from now on, every night, she waits for this 7-minute journey. The next day, while working, a shelf falls from She-Chain and Gia's hands and breaks. When the owner comes there, She-Chain asks him whether the salary of both of them is enough to compensate for it, to which the owner says yes, and now the salary of both is cut. Then, from She-Chain's talk, Gia comes to know that he had taken up that job to give a big teddy to her because she had helped him in returning the wallet. Hearing this, she becomes very happy. She-Chain says that now he does not have that much money, so now he can feed her. Then, both of them go to eat hot dog, which is Gia's favorite. It was spicy, but She-Chain starts eating it for her. Seeing this, she goes to get a sweet drink for him. As soon as she comes, She-Chain also comes back there, and on her asking, he tells that while she was eating, her hair was coming forward, so he went to buy a hair bun for her. Seeing this, she becomes very happy and thanks him for it. She-Chain also drinks the drink brought by her, and when Gia puts the hair bun on, She-Chain says that she looks very good in it. On the other hand, we see Song Yao, who is going back to her dorm at night. Then, a boy was following her, who is none other than Kai. Song Yao also tries to catch him by the security guard, but he runs away. The next day, when Gia was talking to She-Chain, Kai comes to call them. After She-Chain leaves, Gia starts blushing. Seeing her actions, Kai asks her if she likes She-Chain. Hearing this, she silences him so that he doesn't tell this to She-Chain. After that, she gives him some snacks, and he forbids her from getting upset and tells her that this is a plus point for him because now his chances of getting Song Yao have increased. So, he will help her in getting She-Chain. Then, she tells Kai that because of your stupid plans, I will not get anything. But Kai explains her, and we are shown that when Kai asks She-Chain what he can do for his future girlfriend, She-Chain said that if she likes him, then he is ready to do anything for her. Then, he tells Gia that whenever one of them gets injured, the other one will have to take care of him. So, he is about to kick Gia so that when she gets injured, She-Chain can take care of her. But just when he is about to kick her, she moves away from there. And because of this, Kai gets injured and he gets hurt, and the poor guy was now sitting on the chair with great difficulty. Seeing him like this, Gia laughs at him, and he tells her that their next plan will definitely work. After that, it is shown that when both are playing the game, She-Chain loses, and he says that he wishes he had a good support in playing the game. Hearing this, Kai gets an idea and asks Gia to become She-Chain's support in the game. That's why when She-Chain is playing the game, Gia also goes to him and says that she also plays this game. But when Gia starts playing with him, she plays so badly, due to which both of them lose in the game. Seeing this, She-Chain asks her to play one more round, but she gets very embarrassed and leaves from there by making an excuse. Seeing Gia upset, Kai tells her one last trick in which She-Chain had told him that he likes beautiful girls. That's why Kai gives her sandals, wearing which she gets ready well. When she goes to meet She-Chain, she is not able to walk properly in those heels, and her foot gets twisted. So, She-Chain buys slippers for her. Now, she had thought that he'll carry her in his lap, but he buys slippers for her to wear. Then, both of them were having a lot of fun here. Just then, Song Yao comes there, and seeing both of them together, Song Yao's face turns pale. Here, Gia also understands that she likes She-Chain. After this, Song Yao started ignoring Jia everywhere because she was her love rival. Then, to remove her anger, Jia gives her a drink from Chain's hands in the class and sits behind. But she was still angry with her. When Jia sees both of them talking to each other here, she starts thinking in her mind that both of them are very suitable for each other. Due to these reasons, she becomes a little sad. Now, after coming inside, Jia gets a message that she did a good job by writing her feelings on the confession wall, and when she checks it, she thinks that she did not write all this, so she goes out to find out who would have written it. But as soon as she sees Chain, she hides behind the car. She thinks of going to him, and she will clear all the things. But then, Song Yao comes there and starts talking to Chain, where we come to know from their conversation that Chain was going to click Song Yao's model photos. Now, due to the car moving away, both of them see Jia here. Chain asks Jia to help him in the photo shoot, for which she agrees. Then, seeing both of them close, here Jia also comes in between them and starts looking at the photos. Now, after the photo shoot is done, when these people start leaving, then on Chain's asking, Jia also tells him why Song Yao is angry with her. After Chain leaves, Song Yao tells Jia that she knows that Jia is suspicious about her regarding the confession wall, but she has not written all that. Anyway, she knows that Jia also likes Chain, so there should be a fair competition between them. Song Yao tells her that the only shortcoming in her is that she is not confident at all. To understand this, Jia goes to Kai, where he tells her that to increase her confidence, she has to become absolutely beautiful like Song Yao. That is why Jia starts learning makeup by watching makeup tutorials, but her makeup was very weird. She goes to meet Kai in the same makeup. Seeing her, he tells her that she should work on some other idea. After listening to a couple, he tells Jia that she should focus on her diet. That is why Jia starts eating healthy food, where in a few days, her waist also reduces a little. But one day Jia does not like eating green vegetables at all. She thinks that dieting is becoming very difficult now. Meanwhile, Chain sees her and comes to her and asks her why she is eating like this today and asks if she has spent all her money. Before Jia could say anything, he gives her the food from his plate to eat. Seeing this, Jia starts thinking that if she refuses him, then he will get upset. Seeing such tasty food, she eats it with pleasure. After that, she again starts doing a lot of exercise. Then, Chain calls her by messaging her and says that she liked the lunch so much that is why he has brought fried chicken for her. Then, he offers it to her with so much love. This time also, she is unable to refuse him. And now, instead of losing weight, she gained weight. In the next scene, Jia had come to the cafe with Chain, where Chain comes to know that she was on a diet, and Chain had spoiled her diet. So, in return, he talks about helping her. On this, Jia smiles and thinks in her mind that why does it happen that Chain always looks for a chance to be close to her. Then, it is shown that Kai was training Jia as her fitness trainer, where in excitement, Jia also starts shouting that she wants to become beautiful, but after going a little further, she sees Chain, due to which she gets impatient and leaves from there. Now, when Jia is sitting with Chain in the cafe and eating a burger, then Chain asks if she will not diet for the person she likes. Then, Jia says that there is nothing like that. Chain asks if he is the president of the photography club or Kai, the person she likes. Hearing this, she refuses and was about to take Chain's name. But then she thinks that if he does not like her, then after confessing, both of them will not even be friends. So, she doesn't tell him. Seeing which Chain says that if she is not comfortable telling him, then it is okay. Saying this, he goes to get water. Now, after coming to the dorm, Kai asks Jia to find another way, but she was getting very confused. But then, suddenly, Song Yao faints inside the room. So, Jia takes her to the medical room, where she sends a message and calls Kai and Chain as well. So, here Kai sends both of them to the class and stays to take care of Song Yao himself. After this, both of them stand outside, where Chain was making fun of Kai's message. And when Jia gets angry at him, then he starts clicking her photo and says that when they were in high school, Jia looked exactly like the cartoon character Totu. Hearing which, she asks him whether he used to pay so much attention to her and starts smiling. Then, Chain also realizes that he should not have told this to Jia. Now, due to rain, Jia takes off his jacket and covers his camera, and then Chain also takes off his jacket, and both of them start to leave, covering each other. Here, Jia's dream of going with Chain in this romantic way was fulfilled. In the next scene, after getting well, Song Yao thanks Jia for his help and gives him milk tea, after which both of them become good friends like before, and Song Yao also teaches him makeup. After which, Kai acts in front of Jia and tells how he will propose to Song Yao, but his cheap lines seem very strange to Jia. She explains to him that he does not need to practice so much. He just has to become a little sincere in front of Song Yao. After which, Kai proposes to Song Yao again in the basketball court, but Song Yao makes fun of him, and poor Kai leaves from there crying. On the other hand, Jia was waiting for Song Yao to come in the dome, and when Song Yao comes there, she comes to know that she has rejected Kai. Along with that, Song Yao explains to her that if someone likes someone, then they should confess their love, so that the chances of their love getting accepted increases 50%. But if someone does not confess their love to anyone, then how will the other person know? That is why she decides that she is going to confess to C-Chain. Hearing which, Jia wakes up in shock. Then Song Yao tells her that now she will also have to take action. After that, when both Jia and C-Chain are in the library, Jia tries very hard to tell him that she likes him, but is not able to do so. In the next scene, we are shown that Song Yao confesses her love to C-Chain, where he accepts her love, and both are about to kiss. But then Jia comes in between and starts shouting loudly. But we come to know that all this was just Jia's imagination. Then she runs outside and sees C-Chain and Song Yao shaking hands, seeing which she feels that C-Chain has accepted her proposal. So the poor girl gets upset and starts leaving from there. After that, at one point, when Song Yao asks her the reason for crying, she pretends to sing and comes out, closing her ears. She was even ignoring C-Chain, but one day she was standing in the rain. Just then, C-Chain comes and says that he will also go with her, but she gives him an umbrella and starts leaving from there. Seeing this, he stops her and asks her why she is avoiding him so much. She tells him that in such good weather, she should be with the right person. Saying this, she is leaving from there, getting wet. On the way, she meets Kai, and on asking him, Jia tells him that C-Chain has accepted Song Yao's proposal. Hearing this, he also starts crying. The next day, he was taking out all his anger while playing basketball. Seeing such behavior, C-Chain does not understand what happened to him. So, he takes him aside and asks him. Kai gets angry at him and tells him why he accepted Song Yao's proposal. Hearing this, he is surprised and says, I did not accept Song Yao's proposal. And here, we come to know that actually C-Chain had refused Song Yao, but he still wanted to be friends with her. That's why both of them shook hands. Where Song Yao also told him that she knows that he likes Jia, but C-Chain asked her to keep it a secret for now because he wanted to confess his love to her himself. Now, after knowing the truth, Kai takes a sigh of relief, and when C-Chain asks him how he came to know about this, he tells that Jia told him this, and she had a misunderstanding that he had accepted Song Yao's proposal. Hearing which, the poor guy gets shocked, and now he understands that this is the reason why Jia has been ignoring him for so long. Then, Kai tells him that if they both liked each other so much, then he would have confessed. Why don't you tell her? Then, C-Chain says that he wants to tell her about this, but every time she sees him, she hides, so he is not getting a chance. Now, in the next scene, we see that a free checkup camp is organized in the university. Then, C-Chain comes here to get his pulse checked by Jia. Then she refuses by standing and saying that she will not check it, but C-Chain says that he will get it checked by her. After which, Jia checks his pulse and says that his kidneys are weak and she should see a good doctor. On hearing which, he holds her hand and drags her to the terrace and says that why is she avoiding him for so many days and does not talk to him. On which Jia says that if Song Yao sees them together, then she will misunderstand. Then, C-Chain says that she has misunderstood him. Jia asks what he wants to say. Then, C-Chain says that if they both do not care for each other, then others will have a misunderstanding about them. Then, he says that she has understood him wrongly, but she says that they should maintain distance from each other. Saying this, she starts to leave from here, but he says that there should not be this distance between them. Hearing this, Jia stops. C-Chain says that she knows how happy he was to see Jia here from the first day of university, and he has been waiting for this day from high school to college. From the beginning, their relationship seemed quite stable to him, but he does not understand why she is avoiding him. While telling this, Jia gets emotional and says that why is he telling her all these things? On which C-Chain says that he wanted to tell her earlier, but it is not too late even now. She says that it is too late now because now he is with Song Yao, but C-Chain now tells her all the things of that day, that how Song Yao had confessed her love to him, but he rejected her and told that he likes Jia. Hearing which, she gets very surprised. He tells that how he was very happy to see her for the first time in high school. He used to watch her secretly in school again and again, and he deliberately told her that he was going to medical university so that she could hear this, and they both would go to the same university. He likes her very much since high school, so she is very happy to hear all this. Both of them now start dating each other. When Jia goes to spend time with C-Chain, he says that he has arranged everything. Hearing this, she gets very excited, but she comes to know that C-Chain had arranged all the subjects for her to study. Then, She-Chain asks her to come with him. Then, she extends her hand so that he can take her there by holding her hand, but he himself goes ahead. Then, She-Chain is studying inside the class, but Gia is not feeling like studying at all. Then, she looks outside and says that the weather is very nice, so let's go. Then, they go for a walk. After this, he takes her for needle practice, where Gia pokes a needle inside her finger and says that she is feeling a lot of pain. But here, instead of comforting her with love, he asks her to be careful and starts telling her again, which makes her very angry, because her date was less romantic and more torture. So she comes inside the dome from here and sits and thinks that she has got a counselor instead of a boyfriend. On the other hand, while playing basketball, Kai sees She-Chain upset and asks him the reason. He tells him that Gia is not happy with him. Then, Kai says that both of them are together for so many days, but still, they have not gone on a proper date yet, and in a relationship, there should be romance and surprises. Hearing this, he understands what he has to do. Now, the next day when he was sitting with Gia, he tells her that he has a surprise for her, hearing which she gets very excited, and she finds out that She-Chain had given her cardboards to practice needlework on. Seeing this, Gia starts thinking that she likes him because of his serious nature, and says that she liked the surprise very much. But he tells her that he has another surprise for her, after which he closes her eyes and takes her to the terrace, where She-Chain had done decorations for Gia because it was their 1-month anniversary today. Seeing everything, Gia becomes very happy and says that earlier she was a little angry with him, but now she has understood that their relationship is like this. She-Chain is counting and telling her every event during which Gia kisses his cheeks, and both of them start shying a little here. Now, their exam results are out. When they check them, they find out that She-Chain's marks have gone down, and Gia had failed in the exam. Then, she tries to concentrate on her studies again, but is unable to study, so she starts crying. Then, Kai comes to her and asks if she has also failed. Here, Kai was so calm even after failing, so Gia asks if he doesn't care. He tells her that he has a unique skill. Then, he tells her about it and leaves. Gia also likes his idea. Now, we are shown that things around Z-Chain were disappearing. It was none other than Gia who was doing this. In the next scene, we see that Kai and Gia were burying all these things inside the pit because She-Chain was very intelligent. So, by keeping his things here, he will pass. Actually, his senior had told Kai this thing, and this trick will definitely work. But She-Chain catches them doing this and scolds both of them. Here, he scolds Kai a lot, asking what he is doing, but he runs away from here. Here, due to She-Chain's anger, Gia got angry with him, so he pacifies her by saying sorry again and again. Gia tells him that she did this because she found that subject difficult, and Kai told her that if they bury his things under the tree, then they will be good at that subject. After hearing all this, She-Chain now takes the responsibility of teaching her on himself, so she also agrees. After this, Gia gives a treat to Song Yao, where when Song Yao asks, she tells that she has failed, and She-Chain is going to teach her. Now, as soon as Song Yao was about to eat snacks, she tells that Kai has failed, and here she forcefully feeds snacks to her, and says that now she has eaten these snacks, so she will have to help Kai in teaching him. Here, she does not give Song Yao any chance to speak at all, so now she also has to agree. She-Chain and Kai were watching everything secretly, and Kai is very happy here that now Song Yao will teach him. Then, inside the library, She-Chain asks Gia about all the diseases and how to cure them, and which point he has to press for that, which she is telling by touching his body, and because she gave all the answers right, She-Chain promises her to go for dinner. Seeing both of them so happy, Kai was feeling sorry for himself because Song Yao was teaching him very strictly. He asks her to teach him like She-Chain here, but she scolds him. In the next scene, we see that Gia studies diligently. She-Chain was also taking good care of her. On the other hand, along with studying, Kai also tries to have fun with Song Yao, but she was very strict on him. Now, after the exam, they check their results, in which Gia got good marks, and Kai also passed. In this happiness, he starts dancing, and because Song Yao had promised Kai that if he will pass, then she will fulfill one of his wishes. Gia gives him the idea of a movie or a late-night snack, but he does not like it much. Then, Gia gives him the idea that he can become Song Yao's intern boyfriend, which is also liked by She-Chain, and when Gia asks Song Yao about this, she agrees, and Kai runs away dancing happily. Then, Song Yao and Gia came to support She-Chain and Kai in the basketball match, where Kai shows Song Yao that he had written her name on his t-shirt with a heart, which she feels very embarrassed to see. The next day, we see that Gia goes to meet Kai, and both of them were behaving like secret agents, where Kai gives her an envelope, and when Gia opens it, there were blank papers in it. When Gia asks him, He tells her that because of the target being strong, he did not see any weakness in him. And it is shown that when She-Chain, while doing weightlifting, Kai puts a lot of weight on it, but She-Chain lifts it easily. Kai now tries to find a weakness in him, but fails every time. Then, Kai says that he suspects that She-Chain is not a human being, and he will find some weakness of his. After which, Kai invites some boys for dinner. She-Chain and Gia were also present there. Here, Kai asks Ji-Chain to do arm wrestling with one of the fat boys. Ji-Chain agrees to do it and easily defeats that guy. After losing, that boy leaves from here, but the other boy asks him to play rock, paper, scissors with him, in which if he loses, then his partner will have to drink again and again. In this also, he keeps losing to him again and again, due to which his partner gets very drunk and leaves from here. Seeing all this, She-Chain asks Gia that why she and Kai are behaving so strange. Then, Gia tells him that she actually wanted to find his weakness, because he is very good in many things, but she is not as smart as him, so she was trying to balance their relationship a little by finding his weakness. Hearing this, She-Chain says that she does not need to think so much because he likes her very much the way she is. Gia now asks him again and again about his weakness. Then, he slowly comes to her and says that she is his weakness, hearing which she starts smiling. After this, she goes to show him a horror movie. Seeing this, She-Chain was very scared. Seeing him in such a state, Gia started laughing a lot, and now she finally came to know about his weakness. Now, at night, when Gia came to her room and was cleaning her makeup, her roommate got scared seeing her, and then she helped her in removing her makeup. From their conversation, we come to know that Gia had started doing a part-time job in the haunted house because she wanted to give a good gift to She-Chain on his birthday, but she had kept this a secret. Now, the next day in college, She-Chain tells Gia that today she has planned dinner for the four of them. Then Gia starts making excuses that she has to go shopping with Song Yao. Saying this, both of them leave from here. After this, Kai and She-Chain are talking. Kai asks him if he had a fight with Gia. Then, She-Chain says that no, we have not had any fight, but I am seeing that she is avoiding me a bit these days. Hearing this, Kai asks him to try to convince Gia and asks him to take Gia to watch a horror movie. When She-Chain refuses, Kai says that you don't need to hide anything from me because Gia had told him that She-Chain is scared of ghosts. So, to reduce his fear, he takes him to the haunted house at night where both of them were very scared seeing all the ghosts. Then Gia also appears in front of them in the form of a ghost. She screams loudly after seeing them, and She-Chain recognizes her and catches her. The next day, both of them go for a walk, where She-Chain tells Gia that he doesn't want any birthday present, so she doesn't need to work. And in the pursuit of becoming perfect, she will not be able to remain the real Gia, whom he has always known. No matter how many flaws people point out to her, she is the best for him, whatever she is, and he will always like her. Saying this, he takes her away. Meanwhile, Kai comes there in anger, seeing whom She-Chain runs away because he had left him alone in the haunted house. From here, the scene of Valentine's Day is shown directly, where Gia is in a cafe, where Kai calls her and tells her that today is his first Valentine's Day with Song Yao as an intern boyfriend. Then, Gia congratulates Kai here, and when Kai asks her about She-Chain, then Gia tells that he has gone to meet his relative. Then, Kai tells her about his arrangements here. Then, we see that Kai takes Song Yao on a bike ride, but he was driving very slow. Then, Song Yao herself talks about driving the bike and asks him to hold her properly, after which she drives the bike at a very high speed. On the other hand, Gia is sitting and enjoying the desert. Then, she gets a call from She-Chain, who asks her the reason for being so happy. Then, Gia says that why should she not be happy? After all, She-Chain has made so many arrangements for her. But he apologizes for not being with her at this time. Then, Gia says that there is no mistake in this. Now, She-Chain was missing her, so she clicks her selfie and sends it to him. On the other side, Kai's bike ran out of petrol, so he says sorry to Song Yao and says that he didn't know that he would run out so soon. He just wanted to make her happy and finally wanted to be her boyfriend, but now that won't be possible. Hearing this, Song Yao says that it's not impossible to be her boyfriend. Hearing this, Kai gets very surprised. Song Yao tells him that if he can chase her, then he can be her boyfriend. Hearing this, he gets very happy, and Song Yao also happily starts walking ahead. But the poor guy was dragging the bike, and in the meantime, he got tired and sat down on the way. On the way, Song Yao was also waiting for Kai to come. Then, he comes there sitting on the bike and says that he was successful in chasing her. On the other hand, when Gia is leaving the cafe, an employee gives her a card in which she was asked to follow the location. As soon as she is going to that location, she sees her and She-Chain's high school and university photos put up there. Along with that, there was also a big photo of hers. Seeing all this, she becomes very happy. She sees that She-Chain had also come here and was playing the guitar for her, but the poor guy was practicing singing since the whole afternoon, due to which his throat got very bad, and he is not able to sing properly. But Gia likes this surprise of his very much. Then, both of them were talking a little here. They were about to kiss when Kai comes here with Song Yao, and it is revealed that she had prepared this surprise along with She Chain. Now, after both of them leave, Gia kisses She Chain, after which all four enjoy dinner together. Kai tells that from now on he has become Song Yao's official boyfriend, for which both She Chain and Gia are very happy. Then they sit together and enjoy fireworks and also click a group photo. And with this, the drama ends here.